Hey hot girl, what's up? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Margaret Angèl. I am so happy to have you here. On my channel I post anti-MLM, beauty, humors, and whatever is on my mind type of content. So if that interests you, please stick around, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload, and let's get into this video. Hey hot girl, what's up? Alright girl, so today we're doing another get ready with me. You guys seem to like these videos. You guys have been requesting them forever, so I thought I'd keep the train going. I have some really interesting content ideas going on in my head right now. I'm working on some really cool things behind the scenes. But girl, let me stop. Let's get into the video. So while I do my makeup, I thought I would talk about some fails. So this first one is very interesting. This is coming from somebody who wants to solicit someone for her MLM,
but this person is already a part of the MLM.
So the text start off weird. She's talking about some designer items. She's saying it's such an incredible opportunity to financial freedom in designer items like Louis Vuitton. I think you would be the perfect fit to join Arbonne. She goes, I'm already the CEO of Arbonne. And then the other girl goes, OMG, that's so amazing. I had no idea. I'll be a CEO too of Arbonne in probably 9 months. What's wrong with that? Not everyone involved in a company can be the CEO. A CEO is the top, the head person that makes all the really hard decisions for the company. The backbone if something happens to the company is the CEO's position. Not everyone legally, that can't be possible. Not everyone is an actual CEO. The only CEO of Arbonne is who? Gene David Schwartz. Yeah, this guy, all right? All you other people calling yourself CEOs, girl, you don't make sense. I don't understand you. Like maybe you're the CEO of playing people, you know that I would assume a lot of people could wear that hat. CEO of regurgitated messages. CEO wasting people's time, maybe. But girl, not everyone can be the CEO of a business. That's just not possible. What would you run? There would be too many people making too many decisions. It wouldn't work. And in the MLM, guess what? You're not even a decision maker. You're a contractor working for a company. You can never be the CEO. This Looney Tunes stuff. Like people walk around thinking that everyone could be the boss. I don't understand it. Next one to get your blood pressure rising, girl. We have the Lactation Shake. Oh, Jesus Christ. She says, this has helped me a ton with my chunky monkey, so wanted to share the recipe. 1 scoop of Shakeology, of course. 1 frozen banana, 2 tablespoons of oats, 1 tablespoon of brewer's yeast, 1 tablespoon of nut butter, 1 cup of oat milk blended with 1 cup water and ice. Lactation Shake. Okay. So if you are someone that struggled with breastfeeding and feeling inadequate as a mom to a newborn, and you had issues pumping or having the baby latch on, I would assume, I don't have children, but I would assume that's pretty stressful. That makes you feel inadequate. Like that makes you feel like you're already not a good mom. In my assumption, I don't know, but that's what I would assume it would be like. And that really makes me mad, because there's a special bond between you and your child. There's a connection there when you are breastfeeding your little one. And I would have to think the woman that has the issue with providing nutrients for her own baby, I would think she would not be in the best headspace. And if that woman in that bad headspace were to see that, she may be like, oh my God, I need to try this. Now, I'm all for doing your research and trying new things so that way you can best take care of your family. But there is no science behind Shakeology to say that it helps with breastfeeding. There is no science behind Shakeology to say that it helps with any woman's hormonal problems, women's issues. It doesn't say that. There's no clinical studies that prove that. There's no OBGYN that's behind that, that's co-signing that, that's saying, yes, this will help you lactate. This will help you produce those nutrients for your baby. It makes me so freaking upset, because that's exactly what I say when you're preying on vulnerable people. I am not a mom, but damn it, if I was, or if I was having issues with providing for my kid, and I knew how MLMs worked, I would be pissed. There are just some lines that you don't cross, and that is one of them. A postpartum woman is a woman to be reckoned with, okay? She's hormonal, she's dealing with this crying baby all the time, she's balancing her emotions, and a lot of women have issues providing for their kids in a multitude of senses. That's so tone deaf and disgusting. And to get on the internet and say that you have a lactation shake that has not been backed up by clinical studies, that is not signed off by any doctor, and just wants to help suffice for her kid, disgusting. Disgusting behavior. Imagine that woman signing up, paying that starter kit, and then she still can't lactate for her child. And she's bought into a whole pyramid scheme. Yeah, talk about a struggle. Ooh, girl, we're hitting the hard ones today, you guys. We are hitting the hard ones today. But I'm here for it. Next one. It is a picture of a unique representative putting on blackface. Good old blackface, girl. You know, this came in my inbox a multitude of times, and I really wasn't going to say anything because blackface should outrage everyone, not just black people. Remember, it's not enough to just not be racist. You have to be anti-racist. You have to be against racism. Call it out when you see it. You know, that's not just my job to do. That's also yours. And when I saw it, I was like, I'm not the token. I'm not always going to have to speak up whenever I see things like this, because if you have a problem with something, you have the right to speak about it too. I'm not your voice, you have your own, and I want to hear you say it, that this is not okay. But it pissed me off. It pissed me off, and I don't understand it. I don't understand why, what is the point? To what? To post on the internet to either make a joke out of it or to seem like you're down. Because guess what? You're not down if you do that. You're making fun of us when you do that. And I seriously think that you have the education to know better. Yeah, it made me mad. I think I have the right to be upset, but at the same time, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, girl. When I tell you MLMs will stop at nothing to promote, I mean nothing. And maybe she was out there trying to promote darker shades, but if you actually want to do that and you're really down with black people, why wouldn't you call a black friend? Hey, hot girl, let me send you a sample of this. See if you like it, post on your stories, blah, 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 blah. I'm not pro MLM whatsoever, but if you are going to market, do it properly. Or was she marketing? Or was she actually being racist? I don't know, but it's absolutely despicable to sit up and try to mimic black culture for your MLM. But here's the funny thing. Unique, Beachbody, Monet, all these people, they never call out their racist representatives. And that, outside of me being anti-MLM, that would make me think twice before supporting your companies. When you don't hold the people accountable that does this kind of stuff. I don't know how y'all were raised, but when I was coming up, I was raised to respect every culture because I knew what it was like to have mine disrespected. Woo, girl, it's only gonna get worse from here. All right, next one. What are you doing with your time? Seems like with COVID, we have a lot more of it. Are you wasting it? Are you taking the time to learn who you are? Are you finding ways to still express yourself and make sure you aren't losing yourself through these times? I'd love to know what you're doing. Link in bio. Now, doesn't that sound nice? That sounds inquiring. It sounds very kind. I want to know how you're doing. Are you all right during these times? How are you spending your time? Are you making sure that your time is spent valuably, correctly? What's going on with you? I want to make sure you're okay. Those are all things by now I hope all of us have at least heard from one person. Making sure that during this time, because it is a hard time, that we are doing okay. And if no one's asked you that, I want to ask you, are you doing okay? Is everything all right? From me to you, you can sound off in the comments, you can DM me. I'm more than happy to hear. I'm here for you. Now with her, she's a part of an MLM. So does she really care about what you're doing? I don't know. I really don't know. And these are the kind of posts that make me sad, because she said at the end, link in bio, and it was a link to her MLM. Here's the thing. Why can't we just care about people? You know what I'm saying? Everything has to be a direct ploy back into your company. And I don't get that. See, like, to me, this is when that seeming relatable shit just kind of goes too far. Because this is such a trying time right now. This is a time where we are all reevaluating literally everything. The world around us is changing and it's scary. I have no issue with asking how people are doing. I have an issue with why you're asking people how they're doing in that manner. Link in bio. And I guarantee it's going to be like this. Hey hun, how are you doing? I saw that you commented on my post, just want to check on you. Yeah, time is rough right now. I'm really going through it. Hey girl, I hear you. You know, my company right now, and so on and so on. If you care about how people are doing, you don't need to put your business in that, your literal business. If you care about how someone is doing, just ask them, reach out to them. Do you need anything during this time? Can I send you anything? You want to get on a Zoom call? Let's talk. Have you had any human interaction? Do you want to have a social distancing gathering between you and myself? So that way you at least see somebody. Don't use the horror of the coronavirus to gain in your MLM. It's not a good look. It's just not. This one. Don't cold message people about weight loss products. You don't know what that person is going through or what they have recovered from. I was diagnosed with an eating disorder, and shakes/fluid loading is a trigger for me. If you looked at my personal page, you wouldn't see any signs of that. You know, one thing I don't like in this world is the fact that everyone says, oh my God, everyone's so sensitive now. No, everyone is not sensitive. Everyone is vocal. Everyone is vocal about the facts that a lot of us struggle with mental illness, with eating disorders, with a whole lot of ailments you probably don't see and or even hear about. So it is no surprise to me that a lot of these things that these MLMs do can be very triggering for a certain audience. Me personally, I've had some issues with eating, but I've never been formally diagnosed with the eating disorder. As I told you in my previous video, I was somebody that, I am someone that is plus size, and when you're young and you're around a whole lot of skinny people, you're gonna start to think like, oh, what can I do to be like that? What can I do so that way I can be pretty like that? Right? Who else relates with that? It's not a good headspace to be in, and you put yourself through a lot of stress feeling that way. And I did, and I put my body through shock quite a few times. People are more than the dollar signs that you see. People have thoughts, people have feelings, people have gone through some really intense stuff you probably couldn't even imagine. A lot of us go through pain that we never exercise to other people, okay? So when you send out that message of, oh, I can help you lose weight, you don't know what it took for me to get to where I am or what I'm struggling with right now. It's just tasteless and really concerning that anyone can be that ballsy to hit up someone you don't know and talk about their weight, when that is such a constant problem for millions of us in this country. Before you send that message, think about who you're talking to. This one. I decided I was tired of having extra money to spend. Look, I want to ask you a question, honest question. What do you do for work? What do you do for work? And have you ever, outside of MLMs, have you ever thought to get on the internet and just constantly talk about the money you make? I'm serious. Have you ever thought in your line of work to ever get on the internet and consistently keep talking about the money that you make? I hope you said no. And I would obviously say no too. Let me explain something to you, okay? When I was growing up, I was always taught you don't talk about two things: your money and your relationships. That's just no one's business. Those are the two things that everybody has going on in either a good way or a bad way and can be used against you. Now, I always see with these MLM people, they are consistently, constantly talking about the money they're making. And majority of the time, that is actually false. Why? Because there's no way they're all making this kind of money when the stats show that when one person gains, 200 people fail. Okay? So A, why are you lying to everybody? That's just dumb. And two, how come more people don't call that out? I've never seen anyone that actually has a practical professional job. Like, I've never seen a lawyer or a doctor really just consistently talk about their actual checks, like show their checks on the internet. I've seen people maybe show, like, you know, a little flashiness, a little luxury, but we all like that. I'm not even gonna front. I like a little luxury, but I'm not gonna sit up here and talk about how much money I have or have not made. I don't know, there's a tackiness about that. You know, I drive a really nice sports car myself, but I'm no better than anybody else. All right, girl, I was literally driving a car that still had the roll-up windows before I afforded the car that I have now. So I understand hard work. I get that. I've done it. I've continued to do it my entire life. That's just how I thrive. But if you think I'm gonna sit up here and constantly just talk about my checks and what that's just tacky, girl. Like, that is just so freaking tacky. I'm tired of spending money. I got tired of having the money just sit in my account. Said no one ever. It's just weird. No other professional line of work does that except MLMs. Let me show you my check. When you get a bonus, or have you got a bonus, did you go on the internet and show everyone your bonus? No, why? Because you were taught you don't talk about your finances like that. What the f are they doing? That makes no sense. None. All right, hot girl. I'm gonna put on my lashes and I'll be right back. All right, girl, we're back. So I saved the best one. And by best, I mean
I'm gonna go in.
I saved it for last. And if you knew what I was going through this week, you'll understand why. Hey, pretty lady. I don't know if you're aware or not, but my mother passed away this weekend. She has been wanting me to hit a promotion with Unique for a while now, and it would mean a lot to me to grant this wish for her. Would you take a look at my website and consider making a purchase? Anything helps. Our best deal is the kit. Comes with a beautiful purple purse. That is $99 but holds $450 worth of products. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know what? My mother has also passed away. My mom passed away 7 years ago this year, and her birthday was this past Monday. I was very emotional. I made a therapy appointment. Girl, I needed to get myself together, all right? There is nothing like losing a parent. I don't know this person's relationship with their mom. I'm going to assume they're probably the latter. Most of us are very close with our moms, as I was, obviously. Now, when you're on the internet, and you are, you know, talking about condolences and everything like that, usually people reach out to you when you're grieving. I've never seen, and I'm not mocking grieving, but I'm saying that objectively, I've never seen someone reach out to someone else to grieve, to say, hey, did you hear blah, blah, blah. Like, if you put a post about it, I would assume everyone flooded that post. But that's just my 2 cents. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm saying that's interesting to me. Now, one thing that I sincerely do not agree with is using the death of your parent to promote your MLM. Like, I joined It Works after my mom passed because I didn't know what to do. I was only making minimum wage, but I was also a college student, so I really didn't have a lot of backing behind me prior to my degree. But not once did I ever think to say, oh, you know, I'm really down. It's been a while since my mom passed away. I just don't know what to do. Can you please sign up for me? That never crossed my mind. I'm not saying that this person is a bad person. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They really don't know what to do. There may be some serious financial stress after losing a parent, as a lot of us go through when we lose our parents, but it's just really callous, you know, to use their death to promote your business and say that she wanted you to get this promotion. Maybe she did, but you don't use that to guilt trip other people, especially people that know the person that's passed away, so that way they can help you promote in your MLM. If you need donations because of financial stress due to them passing, it's okay to say that. It's okay to make a GoFundMe. Say, look, I need help right now. My mother's passed. I don't know what to do. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm happy that that wasn't my situation. My parents had great jobs. I never had to worry about anything like that, praise God. But for those that do need the financial help, it's okay to ask. I know what it's like to feel like you're at your wit's end when you lose your parent. I know what it's like to feel like the world is just closing around you. I feel that all the time. All the time. But I understand that there's a moral compass involved in this, and I should never use my mom's legacy to guilt trip anyone to help my personal business. I just find that tacky. I wish you the best with your mom. I sincerely do. But it's vehemently wrong to use her and to use her legacy, whatever that means to you, so you can guilt trip others to purchasing from your MLM. Like, I 100% do not understand that. I don't agree with that. It makes me very sad, and I do have a personal response because I've obviously lost my mom too. She's not wrong for grieving her mother, because I do it every day for the past 7 years. But the way you speak about your mom matters, especially after death. You know, you guys, sometimes I sit around and I realize these people are broken too. Like I said, you don't join the MLM coming from a good situation, right? So that's why my approach now, I would say, is a little bit more, is less reactionary, more educational, for the simple fact that some people honestly just don't know. Like, they don't know what they're involved in. I know this sounds really crazy, but you can be vulnerable and not even know that you're vulnerable. And that's why I continue to speak on this, because we have so many of our friends and family members and people that we know that get involved in this. They're gung-ho for everything, and they end up losing a lot or damn near everything. Sad to see. It's sad to see people that have the business mindset get lost in a faulty structure and then lose whatever they've tried to gain. It just really breaks me up, because I think if more people were told that you can set your mind to whatever you want and achieve your goals, more people would do that, and MLMs wouldn't be as prominent as they are now. But when you don't believe in yourself and you have somebody that's talking to you and probably 100 other people telling you the same stuff, you're amazing, you can do this, I believe in you, and this is their first interaction with you, a lot of times people see that as a godsend. They've been looking for a miracle. They've been looking for someone to boost them up, and really that person is just selling you a dream because they want you to boost them. Majority of the time they don't even care about you. And that's what I fight, and that's why I'm here, because you do matter. And I will tell you that every single video, every single interaction we have online, you do matter. And you can set your mind to whatever you want. The world is abundant. I'm not really a manifesting person because I think that's a little bit odd, but the world is abundant. And there's enough room for you and your dreams in this world. And your dreams should not involve you hurting other people below you and antagonizing others that are especially in vulnerable positions. The world as a whole can do better. I sincerely do believe that, and I'm anxious to see things improve. I really am. But yeah, hot girl, that's going to do it for me today, you guys. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today and welcoming me into your home, job, wherever I am right now. To everybody around you, what's up? From me, I really appreciate it. But yeah, you guys, I hope you like the look. It's not too bad. You can follow me on Instagram at Margaret Angèl XO. You can also follow me on Twitter at Margaret Angèl XO. In the previous video, I linked the wrong Twitter, like my old one. Yeah. Foolish, I know, but I would love to connect with you guys. I also do have merch. My anti-pyramid queen line is still up, and everything on my merch site right now, including my new anti-pyramid queen line, is 15% off with the code HOTGIRL15. That is going to extend till the end of the month, so you guys can collect you some goodies. Make sure you tag me. I would love to see you in the apparel. My podcast and my Patreon are linked down below, along with all the products that I used on my face today. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in the next video. It's about to get really cool over here, so stick around. Peace.